Hello, everyone. Let this go for a minute here. Hopefully, everyone's doing well on this Wednesday evening. We'll see how this goes here. So, I have a bunch of Fortnite stuff. Kind of randomly went on a rampage about a week or so ago. I had some Amazon gift cards to blow, and a couple other things I saw on, I think it was GameStop. They had a couple things like clearance and stuff like that. So, um, I have a couple figures. I have this big box that I mainly bought for the figures, but this also has a lot of the building materials and stuff like that. So I didn't think that there's really like a ton of interest to do like individual video reviews, but I figured just go ahead and open some stuff and we can chat and hang out, and we'll go from there. So I like I said, I have this is the early game survival kit. It comes with some building materials, a back bling, a gun. It comes with a umbrella glider, and then the figure and a pickaxe. So it's kind of everything you would need to kind of start out, like if you were playing the game, all the different things. Um, so I have the visitor for that, and I also have Aim, which I'm not too familiar with this character. I've never actually seen him in the game, but he's a cool robot. And then I also have the same kind of thing for Midas, but now they call it a hot drop. So I guess just later on, hey, what's up, K the Red Ninja? Thanks for joining. I guess later on they just changed the name of it, but this is a solid gold Midas. And he also comes with the pickaxe and the back bling and the uh, umbrella glider, and he comes with a bunch of weapons because all his weapons turn gold. So I just got a lot of stuff here. I figured we'll go ahead. Does anyone have any suggestions what I should do first? I also have this Jules that comes with a giant bomb glider. So there's that. What is it? Motorized surfing glider. So I think this is like the one that came with Peely that I think you can put batteries in. Gob Gob the Goblin, hello. Me, Grimlock, get all the battle royales. There you go. There you go. Nicely done. So I don't know. Does anyone have any suggestions? What should I open first? What's up, Astronaut? Yeah, Ross. I've heard the same thing. Corey always finds a lot of stuff at Ross in terms of like discounted Fortnite stuff. I went the other day. They had nothing. My Ross is kind of terrible. It's on the smaller side, and every time I go there, they have all the way in the very back corner. It's like two walls for the toys, and it's like nothing. Although I did see, it's all Lightning Collection. I think it was Beat Buster. So the gold Go Buster. What is it called here? Beast Morphers. The gold Beast Morpher. Lightning Collection figure. I think it was like $13. So not too bad if you're looking for those. Daniel, hello. What's up from the Philippines? Thank you so much. All right, we got to vote for Midas, so we'll do Midas first. Dark Sentinel and looks so good. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I was trying to find some cool stuff, but my Ross is very, very lackluster, so they did not really have anything. Got to make some room here. All right. Oh, I also have two of these. I've never had these before. They're called upgrade sharks, and they just have like a random array of like extra pieces inside, like back blings and weapons and such. These came with something else I bought. It was all part of like a deal, but I guess they supposedly sell these in stores. I never see them just loose in stores. But all right, now we have to figure out what I did with my blade so that I can actually open this. I found it. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get Midas open first. And I gotta say, I am not sad that Jazzwares got away from this packaging. I hate this like really like welded together plastic. It reminds me of like electronic equipment like headphones and stuff like that. I hate it. It's really terrible to try to open. I just end up cutting it along the side with a little box cutter. Oh, you've seen it as a Walmart, the sharks? I've never seen them. I went to Walmart today and I did not see any Fortnite stuff at all. So I've seen in the past. I've gotten things there in the past, but I don't know. Nothing today. Hello, Isaiah. Thank you for joining. So what's everyone doing on this this fine Wednesday evening? Oh, this was another one of these. I don't know. They had a bunch of like warehouse deals. Like Amazon does that. Thanks to you, this product is getting a second life. And I'm like, I don't see anything wrong with the packaging at all. They knock a couple bucks off, and there's usually nothing wrong with it. All right, so we got Midas. We got this pickaxe. This is pretty cool, actually. I like this. Pretty nice detailing for something so small. All of his accessories are just gold because obviously it makes sense. So he's got a back bling with a blade. I don't think that comes out, but it's like a little backpack that has a. Is that going to focus? Maybe not. Maybe. I felt like it wanted to for a second there, and then it just stopped. Anyway, it's got like a small knife on it. All right, so let's see how these work. Okay, so you literally, it's just two pieces. You just peg it in. How well does this peg in? It's all right. Oh, okay. Nice, real nice snap there. Cool. Okay. So this is his umbrella glider. Very nice. Making some chicken wings. That sounds delicious. And we got a solid gold rocket launcher. Solid gold shotgun there. Now I'm assuming this is some kind of submachine gun. And then he's got the harpoon gun. And then he's got like a blunderbuss. Like an old-timey pirate blunderbuss there. So that's fun. So let's get the figure out. It's going to be a lot of trash by the time we're done here. So we got all gold Midas. Now I wonder how this guy will hold up to gold plastic syndrome. So far he seems all right. He's got the typical articulation. Joints are pretty tight. Very tight. But yeah, he looks pretty cool. He's got the holsters in his armpits with the guns. He's got some grenades here on the side. Yeah, it is like the Flint one, yeah. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I like him. I think they did a like vault playset that comes with a like half gold Midas, and I kind of want that figure, but I don't. The playset's really expensive. It's like $50. Let's see. Let's give him the. We'll give him the rocket launcher, because why not? So we give him the rocket launcher. We'll give him his back bling. We just go ahead and peg this into the back here. There we go. And then we'll give him the umbrella. I've always kind of thought you should be able to fire while you're gliding, but the game doesn't let you. There we go. He's gliding. He's got his rocket launcher. It's pretty good. There's a lot of stuff in here. There's a lot packed into this. I really like the pickaxe and the umbrella glider because I feel like we don't get enough of those. Certainly don't get enough gliders. Pickaxes is like half the time you get a pickaxe, half the time you just get a weapon. So that was Midas. He's very cool. Next up, we got the Visitor, Aim, the Triage Trooper, or Jules. Or I can go for the Mystery Shark. So someone in chat call out, what are we opening next? Yeah, he's pretty cool. I like him a lot. All right, going once, going twice. We're going with the Triage Trooper. This guy basically, to me, just looks like a G.I. Joe. He's like a field medic. Yeah, it is kind of funny. Like, his name is Aim, and he's a robot. I kind of made the same joke. Like, you know, no wonder he's not in the game anymore because Aimbot gets banned. All right. Now this guy comes with a piece of harvesting material, which they don't always do that anymore. I feel like they've kind of phased this aspect of the figures out. Every once in a while, like when you get one of those like big pinata ones, something like that, they'll throw some more of these in here. But they're nice because they act as like figure stands. Like if you don't want to use them for the building aspect, that's fine. They're just a nice little figure stand. But the more of these you collect, the more crazy builds you can make with it. So it's kind of nice. All right, Triage Trooper. Now it doesn't look like he doesn't have a gun of any kind, but he does have a harvesting tool, and I'm dropping stuff. Oh, this is like one of those little product pamphlets. This is gonna be fun. We'll look at this in a minute. So he's got this pickaxe, which has like an IV bag on it. And then I guess it's got a saw for, I don't know, taking off limbs in the field. My spatial relationing is not the best. But it's pretty cool. I like it. As for the figure, his shoulder's kind of loose. That's not the best. But I'm sure he'll be fine. But yeah, he's definitely a field medic. He's got a ton of bandages and places for bandages. It's got a lot of nice detailing, a lot of nice paint applications. And these all have pretty much the same articulation. If you've ever handled one of these figures, they have like a hinge and a ball joint for the head. I don't know if he has the hinge. No, he does. He does. Then they have the shoulder joint, the shoulder hinge and rotation. They have a hinge and rotation at the elbow, the wrist. They have like a ball joint in the torso. So you got a lot of nice movement there. And then they still have a waist swivel as well. And then he's got a ball joint in the hip and a thigh swivel, double jointed knees. And then he's got, he's got a hinge and a ball joint in the ankle. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm going to give him his harvesting tool here, and we can check him out. There we go. So pretty cool. We can probably steal a gun over here from Midas. We'll steal the blunderbuss. We'll give him the blunderbuss. Right, we need some guns. He did not come with a gun. Oh, I can give him his figure stand so he won't fall over. All right, peg him into here. And there you go. Now he will not fall over. Perfect. So he comes with this little like guide. Now this is a 2019 collector's guide. Wow, this is nuts. So it's got all of these characters here. If you can see that. And then it's got a bunch of like accessories down here, which I guess is like a mixture of weapons and back bling. And then it's got more guns and harvesting tools and everything on the back here. It's kind of nuts. But it's just pictures like what it looks like in the game, which is less exciting. I'd rather see pictures of what the toy actually looks like. But interesting. All right, we're gonna do one of the sharks. Let's switch it up. We're gonna do one of these upgrade sharks, they're called. Now, see, it's just this little tray, and it just looks like a shark head cut in half. On the back here, it says it's got Upgrade Upgrade shark storage, which I'm assuming they just mean the actual container itself. Color changing legendary pump shotgun, which is kind of cool. Color changing assault rifle, burst accessory, and chug splash accessory. So I'm very interested to see what is in this. I have never opened one of these before. All right, so I'm guessing that this is just open on the bottom here. Oh, okay. So this little piece just comes off the back. And then it's got like this little, it's like opening a thing of Pringles. It's got like a thing on top to preserve the freshness. Okay. And then it's just got everything. This is the weirdest thing. So then it's just everything's just in this little bag inside this shark. And they say that this shark is storage. I'm supposed to keep this. I mean, I guess it's more solid than you would think it is. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll keep it. I don't really know what I would do with it, but let's get into the bag of goodies here. What's up, Cody? Well, thank you. Why do you hate Fortnite so much? It can be fun. So wow, this is a blast effect piece like something Hasbro would do. So can I put this on the end of one of these guns here? That's too big. It's like a clear piece of plastic that they painted over, and therefore it's kind of gunked up. But I think this will work. Yeah, there you go. Blast effect. It'll probably work even better. So this is a AR that came in the same shark. That's really nicely painted. And then this will probably pop over the end of this. Yeah, there you go. So there's the AR with the blast effect. That's kind of cool. I like that. Kids and parents not doing the job. I mean, there are a lot of kids on there, but at the same time, you don't ever talk to them. You just talk to your friends. I agree though. I would not go in like general chat while you're playing a game because that's terrible. But just go in a party chat with your friends, and it's just a shooting game like Halo or anything else. Plus, it's got so many ridiculous properties. It's like what Disney Toy Box was trying to be because it's just got so many properties. But anyway, here is a Chug Sploosh. I don't think that's going to. Do you want to focus? No. Too many things going on. Anyway, this is a 6-pack of the Shield, which is actually pretty cool. It's nicely painted. That's a pretty cool accessory. I like that. And then last but not least, here we have just a kind of basic little shotgun. So nothing too significant there, but it's kind of neat. Oh wait, these are supposed to change color, right? I think they're heat activated. Maybe if I keep it in my hand, the heat from my hand will do it. Because I obviously don't have a source of cold around, but we'll give this a shot. I forgot these are supposed to be color change. I'm not noticing anything as of yet. Yeah, that blast effect could definitely be for some Soto stuff for sure. That could definitely work. It looks pretty good. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty impressed with it. Oh wow, okay. So this was kind of red a second ago, and now it's kind of turned like a grayish. That's kind of neat. They say they're heat activated. That's cool. That's cool. All right, I'm gonna switch it up now. Do we want Aimbot or the Visitor? I mean, we'll probably end up opening both of them eventually, but which one should I open first? Sound off in the chat. Visitor. All right, 2 votes for Visitor, so it is Visitor. Funny story with this, this was on GameStop on clearance, and they had a it was the listing on the website was like an assortment. So it wasn't just the Visitor, it was the Visitor. There was a guy, like a big kind of beefy dude that was mostly black. There was a girl, and then there was that like Gundam chicken thing that I don't know the name of it, but I've seen a couple pics of it and it's awesome. And so that was the assortment. And so it said like you'll get one chosen at random. So I'm like, oh, I really would like to get the Gundam chicken thing. So I'll get 2 and see maybe that'll increase the odds, right? And they just sent me 2 of the Visitor, and I was like, guys, if I order 2, you can't send me 2 of the same thing. Like it's an assortment. You're supposed to pull them at random. Did not work out that way. So we have a kind of basic stripy umbrella here. Looks like a beach ball. So that just pegs in just like the one for Midas, and now we have another glider. We have I think this is a shotgun. I'm not 100% sure what kind of gun that is. He has a pickaxe, which is a kind of basic looking pickaxe, but still pretty cool. We have a back bling. Does this actually close? No, it doesn't. So this is kind of a little weird because it's got like the back bling has like a cape there as well as a backpack, but the cape is kind of a weird, super soft plastic. I guess it's okay. I was afraid at first that it was like breaking down, but I think it's okay. I think it's just really soft. So this looks like some kind of like maybe it's a jetpack because it's got kind of like an engine to it with a flap that opens, you can see. So that's kind of neat. So let me pop the Visitor out, and then he comes with 4 pieces of the. Oh wait, this goes over here. So much packaging. I don't need it. So we have 4 of the like build materials, but these are actually just plates. They don't have any pegs on them, unfortunately. So I can't use these as figure stands. They're just meant to be used as like building materials for building crazy giant buildings or whatnot. You can really kind of go nuts with it. So that's kind of cool. So let's check out the Visitor here. So he has all the same articulation as the other figures, except the joint for his head is really not wanting to move at all. There we go. Now we're getting some movement out of it. All right. There he is. He's got this kind of cool claw thing going on his forearm over here. And he's got all the same articulation as the other figures, as I went over a little earlier. And then he's got the ball joint in the torso. He's got a thigh swivel. Some of these joints are not the best. Only because it feels like, oh, there we go. I kind of pushed it in. It was like a little loose, like the thigh joint seems separated a little bit. Well, you can kind of see what I mean here. But I'm kind of pushing it back on and it's working out. All right. So he does not, let's see, does he have any weapons? I don't think he has any weapons. He just has the back bling, which I'll pop on here. And then he's got the umbrella, which I will give him. And he's got his pickaxe. But I can steal some of the guns from the shark. So he's pretty cool. I wish I had some more figure stands because this guy's going to fall over. His knee is a little, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how the integrity of this guy holds up over time because his knee's a little wonky. It's a little off to the side. So we'll see. But I do like the accessories that he comes with. I just wish he had a stand. I mean, he has all these, but I don't have any pegs on them, so I cannot stand him up, which is a bummer. Okay, so we have Aimbot, we have Jules, and we have another shark. What should we do next? Should we just do? We'll do Aimbot since he lost the poll to the visitor. We don't want him to feel bad. So we will open this up. So he also has the same plates. Is this the same? Or this has got building tips. Building tips are kind of funny. They tell you how to connect the plates together. And they always tell you don't make a complete solid cube because it'll be too hard to take apart. So he also comes with 4 of these plates. Again, unfortunately, no figure stands. So that's a bummer. Oh, I like his gun though. He's got a really cool gun. I like the color gradient. That's pretty cool. And then he has got this kind of generic metal pickaxe. What's up, John? Thanks for joining, buddy. We got a back bling, which is just kind of a generic monitor or some kind of computing something or other. It's very vague. It's very vague. We have another umbrella, so I'll have to pop on. This one is snowflakes. Now, I don't know why they would have paired the robot with snowflakes. No, these are I love those. Don't get me wrong, and I did a video for those. If you guys are at all curious about the new 2-inch ones, definitely check that out. They're great. They scale perfectly with Mission Fleet. I love it. These are 4-inch ones. I kind of before the 2-inch ones even happened, I went on Amazon and GameStop and a couple other places, and they were having clearance sales for this stuff, and I had some gift cards, so I grabbed a couple of the 4-inch. These are the 4-inch Fortnite guys, and these are great too. I mean, they really do a nice job for how small they are. Like the level of detail and paint applications and everything it's pretty amazing. And if you want to, it's nice to have I have a lot of stuff in 4-inch scale, so if I wanted to use it all together, I could. So this is good. He's a little loose in the torso, but he's pretty cool. He's like a Terminator. You can't really go wrong. Focus. There's too much going on. Ooh, ooh. Anyway, it never wants to focus. But you can see he's got the pistons inside the chest, and then that can move all around. So that's a little loose, but I think it's just because of how it's connected. But it's a pretty cool figure. I like it a lot. Oh, you got Rhinox? Yeah, Rhinox can be, he's a lot of parts forming in the back in the Rhino mode. So that can be a little difficult, but he's still pretty good. I dropped him. I was trying to fix his ankle joints. The ankle joints can be kind of tight, but usually once you get them to move, then they're pretty good. They just, that first time out of the box, they can be a little dangerous. They can feel like they're not going to make it, but you just kind of have to get them to move. And now he's all good. He's all set now. Yeah, he's cool, man. I like this guy. I love the visor. If you could see the visor, there it is. Yeah, look at him. I love the visor. I love the chest. I love all those pistons in the abdomen. That's really cool. I remember you saying he saw a Tigatron at your store when looking for Blaster. He still never showed up near me. If he's still there, can you send it to me? Obviously, I'll pay. Yeah, I can check next time I go to the store. I can look around. He should be. I mean, he's going to start making his way around because the most recent case breakdown is like half Tigatron. I think it's 3 Tigatrons and a Rhinox. It's at least half and half, or it's 3 Tigatrons to a Rhinox. I can't remember. Maybe it's 5-3. It's in Tigatron's favor. So he's definitely, he should be making his way around. So if you haven't found one yet, I would not despair just yet. I think he'll definitely be around. But I can definitely check. All right, so we got the gun, we got the back bling. I don't know. I'm gonna give them. I really like the little gliders. I think they're silly and fun, but I really like them. The little umbrella gliders. Plus, you can match wits with the penguin. It's all right there for you. So he's cool. I like him a lot. I really do. I think he's got a very Terminator vibe, which I really like. You saw 2 tigers and 1 rhino. Yeah. Like I said, he's definitely the new case assortment for Voyagers favors Tigatron. So he'll definitely be around. All right. So next up, we have either Jules, or do you want to do another shark first? I have one more shark. I have Jules, and then I'll probably do this last. This is the massive build pack. So we'll get to that one in a little bit. We'll save that one for last. So do we want Jules or do we want the shark? The shark has a color-changing submachine gun, a color-changing legendary assault rifle, and burst accessory, molten spicy fish. All right, Kay the Red Ninja says we do the shark, so let's do it. These are kind of fun. If I see more of these like at a Walmart or somewhere, I'll have to grab them because they're kind of neat. Now this thing was supposed to. Did this change back? I wonder if you need like sufficient cold to change it back. I'll have to look into those. It's kind of fun though. All right, so we will take this off. Take this off. There's like 4 layers of this thing. Oh no, I don't think that'll be a problem. Legacy's not really supposed to happen until April, I don't think. I mean, some people will undoubtedly find Legacy earlier than April, but I think it's projected for April. Another plastic shark. All right, so I see what this is now. I see what this is. This is funny. Okay, so come along. Come along. I wonder what these cost because it really is just like 2 weapons, the burst effect, and then 1 other random item. So this has a machine gun. And then I think this is an AR, which is kind of the same colors This is what this one started out as. So it started out as this kind of maroon, and then it changed to this kind of like gold. And this one's green too. So maybe that's the only two colors. Maybe it's green. Oh, you know what? No. I was gonna say maybe it tells you the colors on the back, but it doesn't. Yeah, I saw he has some legacy stuff already, but that's not typical, dude. Prime v Prime, I don't know how he gets his stuff, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was less than legal. This has one of these little fish. That is amazing. The detail, like look at all that. If I can actually get it to zone in, look at that. All of that molded in detail for the scales and the paint applications. That is amazing. I love that. I love this little fish. Little spiker fish. And then we just have another one of the same blast effects. So pop this on the end of the. Will this fit? Might not fit on this one. This one's kind of big. Probably fit on this one. Nope, that one's kind of big too. I don't know. The muzzle on all these is pretty big. I guess that'll work. Pew pew, pew pew pew. I think he's in England, so Hasbro's sponsor or someone in the factory. Yeah, he might also be. Is he in England? I was gonna guess Australia. I don't know, honestly. I mean, he definitely has a cool accent, so I don't know. He's not. I would doubt he's American. Um, I don't know how he's getting his stuff. He might be buying it online somewhere. Like maybe someone's stealing them out of the factory and selling them on eBay or something. I'm just conjecturing. I don't know for a fact. It's pure conjecture. But yeah, there's got to be, because I mean, it's ridiculous. And he never has the packaging or the instructions. So like something's up there. All right, let's go with Jules. Engineering perfection with a mysterious twist. Is Jules supposed to be a robot person? I don't know. I don't know her story. All right, let's go ahead and open this. So yeah, I had one of these previously with the Peely one. Peely came with like a motorized snowboard. I think it was a motorized base, and you could make it either a snowboard or a surfboard. I think. It's been a minute. Ignoring the head, the torso of that silver and red robot looks like Technar Armor Zero wears in his debut movie. Oh, okay. Nifty. So these are the instructions. I don't know why. So basically, it's a thing that looks like a Wiimote. This thing looks like an old Wiimote, and then this piece clips on top of it. But they have it so that you can put the batteries into it, and then you clip the piece on top. And then I just think it's funny how they diagram that stance she's in, and then it's just like boom, peg her on top. There she goes. This is the instruction manual. It's not really much of a manual because, you know, it's not bound or anything. But so she's got, this one was on clearance on Amazon. I wanted to get it because I recently got the Hasbro Victory Royale series. This is a pretty good harvesting tool. Hold on one second. Sorry, I had to sneeze and I didn't want to make a weird face. So just did that real quick. But anyway, yes, here's the harvesting tool. That looks really good. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's get Jules out here. I don't want to sneeze on camera because then your next thing you know, I'm the next Josh meme, and I don't need that. I don't need that. She does not want to come out. So now we have this gigantic, I guess it just looks like a crazy rocket missile or something. Hello, Firewall. I'm good. How are you doing? The Microsoft Blizzard thing? I don't know, man. We'll see. Hopefully it leads to some better practices in Blizzard, you know what I mean? Do you still have all those Ultra eggs? I do. I do have those. Does Jules out? See, that's the thing, K the Red Ninja. That's what I was surprised about because, first of all, I love Jules ohms. That's a physics joke. Fantastic. But yeah, the owl came with the Victory Royale one, the 6-inch one that Hasbro just did. So when I saw this pack, I was like, oh, Jules, I know her. I want to get that. And then I was like, why this? I mean, it's cool. It's a big missile, which is neat. But I feel like this would make more sense for like Tina or someone like that. And Jules should have come with the owl because the Victory Royale series has this is her pickaxe, but then when the owl perches on top of it, it becomes her glider. So I guess they didn't want to kind of dual purpose that. See, the nice thing about the Hasbro one, this piece here lifts out and you can sub it in with the piece that has the owl connected. So then it's glider, you take that out, you put in the regular one, it's pickaxe for whatever you want. So, but I mean, this is definitely molded very nicely. So I like that a lot. Legacy Core class got revealed opinions. Skywarp is whatever the core Starscream. Old was never my thing, but Iguanas, though, that's some good stuff. Yeah, so it took me a minute to realize what they were doing with Iguanas because every time I saw that listing and it just said Core Iguanas, I was thinking of there was a Beast Wars figure, like smallest class, whatever it was called back then. It might have been Scout. I don't know. Back in the day when they were like $5. Same size as like Rat Trap. There was an Iguanus, I think his name was, and he was kind of a retool of the Gator Megatron, but he was like a long lizard with the big frill, almost like the dinosaur in Jurassic Park. So I kept seeing that listing for Iguanus, and I just kind of naturally assumed that's what it was going to be, something Beast Wars related like that. And then when they showed the thing off, I was just like, oh, what is this? And I didn't, because I'm not super up on all the different pretenders and everything. Like I know the core pretenders because they were in Master Force. So I didn't know he was a pretender reference. And then when I saw someone like show like pictures side by side, and I was like, oh, that's really neat. So his robot mode looks like the pretender shell. Then he transforms into the vehicle mode of the robot inside the pretender shell. But you're just missing the the go between, which is the inside robot mode. But it's really cool. I mean, first of all, I love the pretenders. I know a lot of people didn't back in the day. Do more pretender references all day, every day. The little Power of the Prime ones were okay, but they're too small. I want like they gave us that in that one box that we got the Metal Hawk from the what was the Decepticon pretender? I can't think of his name now, but anyway, Trigger Happy. They made the Metal Hawk out of Trigger Happy, and that was great. I loved that. I actually want. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I want a pretender shell that has minimal articulation. I don't expect it to be fully articulated because I want a robot inside it, but give us some kind of pretender shell. And then I want there to be a robot inside that's very nicely articulated and then can transform, like do that for the main 4 Autobots and the 3 Decepticons. I would love that. I don't know how you'd do it, but it would be super fun. But in any case, Skywarp is great because Starscream is great. Give me Thundercracker as well. Just finish that off. His weapon is weird. I don't know why they didn't give him the guns on his shoulders, but it is what it is. But Iguanus is super fun. I think that's going to be really fun. Core Class Ratchet, I believe, is part of the Studio Series because they introduced Core Class to Studio Series with, what were they? It was Shockwave and Ravage. So now they're going to be doing that. So I'm pretty sure Ratchet is part of that. I don't know what it's going to be. It might be like 86 Studio Series Core Class Ratchet, and it might just be another way for them to give us, because they've been kind of doing the core class like they did Megatron, they did Optimus, etc., etc. I want them to just, I'm like, you guys want to do G1 to death, but you kind of did everything already. Do it all again in core class. Give me like everything in that core class. I'm here for it. I love it. I've been waiting to get a few. They're crazy expensive on eBay. Mandarake only has a couple. I think I'll have to go to the bulk buy route. What are you looking for? What are you looking for on eBay? Oh, the Ultra Eggs. Yes. Yeah, the Ultra Eggs. Yeah, I think you could probably find them. Mandarake only has a couple. Yeah, Mandarake, you're just kind of at the luck of the draw, whatever people bring in. I love how they updated the Pretenders. The robot mode is the shell, and it transforms into the inner robot's alt mode. Yeah, I mean that's the way for right now. That's the best way to do it, honestly. And it's a lot of fun, and they did a really good homage. Like once I saw them next to each other, it was really, really good. Um, but I would still love some kind of classic Pretender. I know it's hard to do, and that's why they were just blocks back in the day. But I would still like something. I think that would be neat if they could make it work. The Green Raptor and Air Razor today, and I love Core Class. Nice, small, posable. Yeah, Core Class is fantastic. I've been seeing a lot of the third party, like Legends, Core Class, whatever you want to call it. Like some third party did that really cool aerial bots that actually transforms into Superion, and it's so cool. But they're like $40 a piece or something ridiculous, and I'm just like, I can't, for little figures that expensive. I would love for Hasbro to do Gestalt Core Class like they did it back in the day in Prime with that Terracons, and I thought that was kind of neat. That really worked out. Uh, but refine it and do G1, and I think that could be really, really cool. What's up, Adam Prime? Thanks for coming, buddy. Just opening some Fortnite toys, chatting about Transformers. You know how we do. Lizard Bike is so good. That's true. Also, since Hasbro dropped the shell gimmick for Pretenders, why make Iguanus a core class? Is he supposed to scale with something I'm not aware of? I don't know. I think they're just kind of trying it out. It also might be a situation where because the inner robots transformations were so basic, they feel guilty making them anything besides core class because they can't really make him like a Voyager or a leader class and expect you to get on board with the price point because the transformation's kind of basic. So more basic transformations kind of lend themselves to core class, in my opinion. I want to know why they decided to make Shockwave a core class instead of a Voyager. I got no idea for you there. I really don't. That's random. I really don't know why they did that. I don't know. Shockwave just kind of gets bounced around. He's kind of weird now. Because remember they did a core class Shockwave back in Combiner Wars or something, and he transformed into a little gun so that the Gestalt teams could wield him. I don't know. Give me Earth Mode, Core Class, Ratchet, or Ironhide. I love those types of vans. No, I agree. I agree. Yeah, they did get kind of screwed over in Earthrise because one was part of. Were they both Amazon? They're both Amazon sets, right? Because Ratchet was with the Medic and Ironhide was with Prowl, and they were both Amazon sets. Yeah, that's rough, but I agree. Core Class Ratchet, and then of course do Ironhide because you're not going to do one and not the other. But yeah, for sure, let's do it. It's not a bad idea, John. If you see Starscream on clearance somewhere, grab him for the extra null raise. Not a bad plan. If I see him like for $5 somewhere on clearance or something, I might do that. Skywarp doesn't have his null raise. Probably the photographer forgot about them. That's possible. That is possible. Now, he does have that weird tuning fork looking thing. So knowing the fact that it's a core class, they might have subbed one for the other because apparently I think it's Iguanus's weapon, Skywarp's weapon, and Hot Rod's weapon are supposed to transform together into some larger sword. So that might be why they're doing it that way. And they thought, well, for the price point, we have to sacrifice the null ray so we can give them this tuning fork thing because it serves a larger purpose. And that's possible. Maybe it's in there. Maybe it's not. But you could definitely go the grab yourself an extra Starscream on clearance. Now the null rays would probably be gray as opposed to black, so you got to deal with that. But so you keep seeing the third party small boys. Is that what they're called? I just know that it's the aerial bots. Pretender doubleheader. Yeah, they could do that. Which started as a Cyberverse in Dark of the Moon. Oh yeah, Cyberverse, and yeah, it was called Cyberverse back then, wasn't it? That's true. I forgot about that. Hasbro still needs a little more time, in my opinion. Really give us good core class combiners. Yeah, but it could be cool if they could pull it off. Junkyard. I'm happy with Junkyard. I mean, it makes total sense. Anytime they make a Wreck-Gar, you're going to get it repainted as a Junkion because they have to repaint every mold because the tooling cost is how they make their money. But it just makes sense. I mean, there's a whole planet of Junkions. There's no reason not to give us one, two, three repaints. I'm not going to go out and buy like five junkyards, but if they want to make different ones, I would buy to give him like an entourage. I think that could be fun because usually with Wreck-Gar, you only ever get one. So if they decided to go all in and do, slight retools for three or four of them, what they should do, Junkyard's a normal release, do like a Generation Select Hasbro Pulse or fan channel exclusive of like a 2-pack of two other ones. That way, they'll do one repaint at retail, do a 2-pack for if you want two other ones, then you can have four total. I think that would be a really good idea. Yo, what's up, Orville? Thanks for joining. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. Amazon set so was flat broke for the pre-order window there. Yeah, the Amazon release was rough. We're going to get a Voyager Shockwave in Studio Series. There is no way Hasbro won't make a Voyager figure for one of the most popular characters. Didn't we? We already got a Voyager. You're talking about Shockwave. Sorry, I read that as Soundwave. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how popular Shockwave is. We'll have to wait and see. But it's very possible. Definitely very possible. Yeah, honestly, the smallest Ironhide / Ratchet that I've had so far, I think it was Ratchet, and it's not a bad figure. Um, During Cyberverse, they did those ones that have the armor that like the armor's a little vehicle and then it clips on. They did a couple of them. There's like Jetfire, there was Ratchet, there was Starscream, Shockwave, Prowl, I think was one. Just put the armor pieces off to the side. That little Ratchet is a pretty decent Legends class Ratchet, honestly. In the meantime, I think you could definitely get away with that, and it would be pretty great. I'm interested to see what they're going to do for this new one that we've supposedly leaked. But that other one, the Cyberverse one, is not bad in the meantime. Ooh, a birth driver. Nice. The tuning fork definitely combines the form of weapon. Yeah, it's somebody already found it. There's a picture of it on some packaging, and it's Hot Rod's sword. Because why else would Hot Rod come with a sword? He doesn't traditionally use a sword. I mean, I think he did in one of the IDW comics like a long time ago, but come on. So like all three of them really come with a weapon that doesn't really make sense for them, and it's because it's some kind of Gestalt weapon. I have that whole line of the Dark Moon Cyberverse. That's why I love Core Class so much. Yeah, Core Class is a lot of fun. It really is. They're fun to just pick up and transform. Also, I have a really bad take. We're going to get a core Shockwave, then it's a tease for an upcoming Legacy Bruticus, so Bruticus can hold. Could be. I mean, we're obviously getting Legacy Menasor, so I'm sure they're not going to stop there. I mean, that makes sense. Oh, you're feeling better today, Orville? Fantastic. I'm so glad to hear that. I got some more Don Bros stuff. I got the Don Blaster and Buckle, also the Don Momotaro vinyl. Udo set. Oh, cool. You mean you pre-ordered it? You don't actually have these items yet, I'm assuming. Is there any news on the Nick cartoon? I have not heard anything. Hasbro has done weirder decisions. This is true. There's no way Hasbro won't give us figures for all the characters in the movie. I mean, I think they're gonna mine that 86 well as hard as they can because I'm sure it's been doing well for them. I only got the on last time. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, the Bumblebee movie. Yeah, I mean that's true. Anyone who was in that intro, I think they'll do that. Oh, I see what you're saying. But no, the Voyager or the core class one is from Bumblebee, right? It's not from like Dark of the Moon or something. I don't know. Like I I don't put it past them. I don't. So, like you said, it's very possible. It's very, very possible. Have I found the Spin Master of the Batman movie figures yet? No, Astronaut, but Corey did, and he took some pics and put them on that DC Spin Master that he runs on Twitter. So if you want to see some pics, check that out. I have not seen them, but I mean, I saw his pics, but I have not seen them in person. So I'll have to grab them at some point. I'm sure they'll pop up. They'll be around. Oh, you're gonna be today's your or tomorrow's your birthday, Orville. Happy birthday! Cyberverse armor figures are great, but they didn't scale well with the core class. They're a good half inch. Oh, are they really that much taller? Really? Interesting. I did not know. There's no way we're not getting a Voyager Shockwave. That would be really dumb. I mean, yes, but they've done dumber things. Rid and Cyberverse, but they're taking their time on this Nick cartoon. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, obviously, Cyberverse, I think, got delayed because of everything, and now that that's out, I still haven't watched it yet. I have to go watch those like 2 movies. The Riddler is terrible. It's so bad. It's like a guy wearing a rain jacket and then he just like put a sock on his head. The stupidest part of his mask is that he puts the glasses on over top of it. Master Chief figures by Jazzwares? Yeah, for sure. I have a. Now, are you talking the 6 inch or the 4 inch? I bought the one 6 inch of just Master Chief just because I felt like it was iconic. And it's okay, but the 4 inch ones are really good. If you're looking, Firewall, I have a bunch. I have a whole playlist of Halo stuff, video reviews. So definitely, if you're interested, check it out because they're good. They're really good. Yeah, the Riddler is terrible. It's not. It's not good. It's not good. Anyway, this thing that I've been trying to get to, but hey, I love chatting with you guys, so keep it up. So apparently, how this works is you open this up and you put batteries in here, and then there's an on and off switch underneath. I don't have batteries with me, and then this piece here just randomly spins around and moves, and so it just kind of. But then you can take this piece and just clip it on top, and I think they do that because these are universal, and then they make different sets. So if you wanted to put this on the one that came with, because I think the one that comes with PLE, this piece is white. So if you wanted to mix and match and you wanted to put the surfboard one on here, it should be compatible. And you just peg it on, and then you put this down, and it's got 2 pegs right on top for the figure. So we will check her out here. She looks pretty good. Paint applications are pretty good. She's got a ton of these little tattoos, which for as small as this figure is, it's hold on. Is this right? I almost broke it because in the packaging the arm was backwards and I was like, wait, where's the elbow? That's not it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. She looks pretty good. There she is. And you can see all the arm tattoos and everything. Pretty intricate. And then she's got all the same articulation as the other figures. And the hinges in her ankles are actually pretty good. So not too bad. Yeah, she's cool. Give her this little pickaxe. See if we can get that going. And then I'll try to peg her into this glider piece. There we go. Boom. Whoop. Her ankle gave out. Not good. Not good. That's why you got to use both. Got to use both pegs. There we go. Kaboom! It's pretty cool. It's a good figure. I like it. I'll keep the quote-unquote instruction manual. All right. That's all trash. I'm not watching that movie because of what they did to the Riddler. He's my favorite Batman villain. That ain't him. Yeah, it's a shame. If he's your favorite, I apologize because it's not great. Like, I understand they don't want to go as hard as like Jim Carrey's Riddler, but there's got to be something in between. Like, the super realistic supervillain costumes are dumb. I'm like, Marvel makes it work. They find a middle ground so that it's somewhat plausible, but still looks like the cartoon or the comic or whatever you're used to. They could figure something out. Do you need a Master Chief for your Master Chief to team up with your Master Chief? Yeah, I have about 6 Master Chiefs because he comes with everything. I think the Mongoose he came with, the Warthog he came with. He came in a 3-pack with Marines. I got so he was packaged. I have at least 3 or 4 of them. It's nuts. Yeah, they're really good, Firewall. Honestly, the 4-inch Halo line, they call it the World of Halo. It's very impressive. Good vehicles, good figures. They have those little like basically like these little base pieces. They have something similar, so you can build a battlefield. They're pretty great. I recommend them for sure. What's the best Master Chief from Jazzware? I would go with the 4-inch line. Like I said, they have a 6-inch line. They're hit or miss. I've seen a lot of people complain about them, but I mean, I'm pretty sure the 4-inch figures are $10 a piece, and you can't beat that. And they have a lot to choose from. They have a pretty extensive collection. The Covenant aliens, Marines to back up Master Chief vehicles, even little play sets. Like I said, definitely check out my playlist. There's a lot. There's a lot there. Definitely check it out. But yeah, I mean, obviously, Master Chief is the most prominent character, so he's everywhere. Want to get some Zenkaiger stuff? Do it, man. Zenkaiger should probably be going on sale soon because we're heading into Dawn Brothers, so it would be a good time to strike. Oh, really? What I would do, Firewall, are you in the UK or are you in US? Either way, I don't. The only thing I say is if you're in the UK, I don't know if you guys have Target. I don't think you do. But that's where I found a lot of my stuff was Targets. You could try some Walmarts. Walmart's pretty decent, or just try to buy online and see what they'll ship to you. Aquaman is a perfect comic book movie in tone and costume. I just don't understand. Yeah, I mean, I like first of all, Jason Momoa is just so fun, so charismatic, and then at the end when he popped out, spoilers if you haven't seen it, it's been a few years, but he pops out in that costume and it's like right out of the comics, like it's that iconic orange and green. It was perfect. I loved it. It was very, very cool. This Christmas, my shops finally stock up with Transformers, but it was Kingdom Wave 1 and just the deluxes, and they were $40 when converted with Christmas discounts. Damn. Yeah, that's a lot. That's rough. I get that my town sucks in stocking stuff too, but that's mostly because I really only have Walmart. Yeah, I have one of each. I have a Walmart and a Target, and they're very hit or miss. What's my favorite Sentai? It's tough. I don't know if I can pick just one. I'm going to give you Gokaiger, Kyoryuger, and those two for sure. I know they're kind of stereotypical answers, but there's a reason they're really good. I liked Go Under a lot. That was fun. So you don't have Walmarts or Targets, yeah. That's a bummer. I would say your best bet's probably online. Then, if you can find somewhere online that will ship to you, that would be my best advice. All right, let's get into this last one here because I should probably wrap this up fairly soon. So this is the Turbo Builder set. This is Crank 90s with new materials. I don't know what that means. But this was another one that was like an Amazon warehouse deal because the box is just beat up. But I think everything inside looks fine. We'll find out. Wow. Okay. Let's make sure there's nothing inside here that I'm missing. So basically, and I hope when I hold this up, they don't all fall out. but you can see the pieces are just in here. They're just really piled in. Um, do these have? They do. These have pegs, so you can use them as figure stands if you would like. So I will grab one here for all the figures that didn't come with one. So here is one for Aim, and here is one for Visitor. And then here is one for Midas. Everyone is really ready for rain. Okay, I think that's everyone. Everyone has a figure stand now. So there are a ton of these. I'm probably just going to leave these in here for now, but there are a ton. And there's a couple different pieces. So this is kind of like the basic piece, and you get a ton of those. Are these the same thing? Yeah, so that's 2 columns of that. Then you get kind of the same thing, but with no peg, if you want non-standable stands. Then you have these ramp pieces that are kind of at an angle. They also have pegs, so if you want to stand up characters on them. And then you get one of these connection pieces. So I think this piece here just kind of shows you how to connect one of these to the ramp. So that's pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff in here. There we go. Perfect. So let's see if we have. Now, see, this is a manual. This is huge. Whoa. So it tells you everything you get. Basically, you have the 2 figures, you have 2 pickaxes, and then you have all the different building materials. Now, it says I have 8 of those, but I don't see where there's 8 of those. Is there like a bag underneath or something? Oh, they're under here. Okay. They are in this little recessed area under here. So you get 8 of those little connector pieces. That's cool. Basically what it is it's kind of like a T-joint, because normally you could only fit 2 together. So with the T-joint, you can fit 3 underneath. So that way you can do different builds and things. Standard wall. And then it's telling you how to build up to make cubes and stuff. And ramps. It's pretty cool though. So yeah, this is just kind of like a basic tutorial. And then when you're all done with it, you can build something like this where it's kind of like a ramp and then crazy stuff. So it's pretty cool. I'll have to play with it some. But that's a lot of manual right there. What is this? Oh, this is just that tips for building thing. This just tells you basically never make a solid cube because you'll never get it apart. All right, let's take a look at the figures, because the building materials not really that exciting. It's cool, and I love that I have them, but I'm not going to sit here and show you 90 different pieces of plastic here. All right, hold on. See, I'm missing comments here. I have 3 Walmarts and 1 Target in my bus system. Well, there you go. That's how to do it. Tokuger, easy answer, but Q Ranger's up there. Yeah, those are both good. If I switch systems, 3 targets. What about my favorite mecha suit? My favorite mecha, like a Sentai mecha? I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. That's tough. I love G12, or is it G? Yeah, G12, because it's kind of just nuts. It's like the only time where they ever had every single thing able to connect to it. They don't really do that anymore. Leaks we have so far. What figure are you most excited about? For me, it's definitely Leader, Blitzwing, Nightbeat, and inevitably Minerva. Yeah, the Minerva is neat because we're getting more Master Force characters. If you know anything about me, Master Force is like my favorite Transformer fiction there is. Um, but when they went through Titan's Return, they kind of skipped over the Headmaster Juniors, and I was really bummed. Like they did the little head with the little little vehicle thing for $5, and they're all right. But I want like full on real, like we got Fangry not too long ago, which was great. So what else do I know is coming? So many good things. I'm trying to remember specifically like one thing. I'll be interested to see how Menasor works. I'm very interested to see what Commander class Motormaster is going to be like. I'm very interested. I just want to see pics of that. Oh, black repaint of Beast Wars Inferno. Okay, I'm here for that. Shinkenger, Gokaiger, Q Ranger, and Kyoryuger. All solid. What Gen Selects figures would you like to see? I have been screaming for a Road King for so long. I'm like, when they did first Siege and then Kingdom Mirage, I'm like, this thing looks like Slapdash. It kind of transforms like Slapdash, Road King, whatever you want to call him. And I was like, please give us more of the Power Masters, because they kind of gave us Darkwing and Dreadwind in Power of the Primes, and they're okay. I mean, I wish they were actual Power Masters, but they're still cool. And then they gave us Double Dealer, who was great. He's actually a Power Master, which was fantastic. They used the cassettes as Power Masters. It worked. I thought that was fine. And then we got Getaway in Titan's Return as a repaint of um, Chrome Dome, which was all right. But I want some proper Power Masters. Like even when they did Power Master Optimus Prime, because it was a remold of Magnus, it was only okay. And then Japan did the remolded one so they could make God Bomber, which worked out, but just some really proper Power Masters I would like to see. Earth Mode Sideswipe in his G2 colors. The G2 one they did before was pretty good. The Cube. Ninja Storm, RPM, Dino Thunder, SPD. Yeah, those are all pretty good. Those are all pretty solid. Did you find any Kingdom Blasters or the Studio Series Bumblebee figures? Oh, you're asking Adam. But either way, I haven't either. I mean, I've been looking for Blaster, and I would love to find. I'm not so worried about the Cup. I might get them because I just noticed that the Studio Series Cup has a translucent windshield on his chest, and Cup has never had that in the history of Cup in the cartoon or the original toy. So I don't know where that came from, but I definitely want the Cliff Jumper. I might get the Cup as well. If the Japanese G1 stuff sells, maybe we would get a HasLab. That, oh, dude, don't tempt me. I think Victory Leo looks really cool. I'm very excited for that. Keep going. I'd love a Deathsaurus. I'd love a Dino King. Uh, um, what's his name? Landcross. And I really want Road Caesar. All of them. I swear it's going to be quite the hunt for Blaster. The nice thing about Blaster is he's also in the first wave of Legacy. So if you don't find him in Kingdom, it's like Astro Train. Astro Train kind of bridged the gap from Siege to Earthrise. So Blaster is going to be in the first wave of Legacy. So that's why I'm not super worried about him. He should be around. Oh, night, John. Thanks for hanging out, man. I hope it leads to see Blazer. You looking for a Blazer? You want to look sharp? I assume you mean Blaster. Legacy because he's going to be in that too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's going to be annoying. I hate Walgreens exclusives. I've gotten lucky with the last couple that Hasbro has just put them up on their website because they do their own exclusives too. which I appreciate because I've always said like that's how Lego does it. Like when Lego has an exclusive, they're like, cool, this is exclusive to Target, but we'll also have it because we made it. And that's how it should be. And so I really like that Pulse is like, oh, this is a Target exclusive, but we'll sell it. Or this is a Walgreens exclusive, but we'll sell it. Because I would never have found, what was the one they just did? Red Alert. I would never have found Kingdom Red Alert if it wasn't on Pulse. So hoping that continues. Dude, I don't know. I would love some Transmetals. I would absolutely. Transmetals Tarantulas is one of my favorites. I love that design. I love the color scheme. I love everything about Transmetal Tarantulas. So I would very much like to have that happen. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I am here for it. All right, so we have so many build materials, but let's take a look at these figures. So this is, oh, her hood can come off. That's cool. What is her name? It's like, not fantasy, Fable. That's what it is. So she's supposed to be Little Red Riding Hood, I think. There we go. Her head was bent down weird. She looks pretty cool. Oh, she's got like a wolf pelt or something on the side. That's kind of cool. And she's got a silver knife, I assume, for werewolf hunting. I need to bend this. So she has a hood, which is, this is her without the hood. But then she's got the red hood that you can pop on around the back of the neck. That works. And then she's got this pickaxe. I don't really know what that's supposed to be. It just looks like a little sake bottle or something. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. But we can hopefully get this into her hand. I assume this one is supposed to be hers. But it's almost too big to fit in her hand. All right, I guess we'll do that. I hope that's right. All right, this needs to bend. They always put these in. That really stretched out her hand. I don't know if that was right or not. Sorry, I'm having some difficulty. They always package these so weird that like I can't tell. Now I've lost her hood. Where I'm supposed to bend these. Oh, there it is. You think that survived? Yeah. Elbow joint just crazy, crazy tight. I don't think it's supposed to be like that, but we shall see. I think everything else on this is okay. The wrist joints are pretty tight as well. But yeah, she's cool. I lost her hood. I gotta find it. Here it is. Oh, this actually has it has a peg. I think this was too high up. I think that's what happened. I think that's supposed to peg in. Okay, there we go. That's how that's supposed to work. That looks much better. Focus. There we go. Cool. Still can't hold a pickaxe. Pickaxe is way too big. Is it supposed to be Dyer's? Maybe it's Dyer's. But the other things that it comes with are a spatula and like a pitchfork thing. So I don't know. I don't know who's supposed to. I would assume the axe is supposed to go to her, but let's consult the manual. Guiding glow, low and slow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What's up, Wes? Thanks for joining. Optimal Optimus for sure. It's kind of weird how Hasbro's treating the Transmetals like they didn't make a regular Transmetals, but we're getting a Dragon. That is true. That is true. We are getting Dragon Megatron, but they skipped over everything else, which is weird. Yeah, Silverbolt. I would love a new Silverbolt. Oh, waking up from a nap? Nice. Yeah, that is true. And I wonder if they thought about that because the way his tail accessory is, it's kind of the same as Transmetal Cheetor as well. So I don't know. They'd have to put his, I guess, just put the arms up instead of having the arms underneath. They could have them go up instead and be the head. You could probably make that work. No Fusors, even if Silverbolt and Quickstrike are part of the maximum Predacon teams. Why no Fusors? I don't need it to be realistic, man. Just give me my Silverbolt. That's what I'm saying. Speaking of wolves, here is Dire. And he's kind of got a. I feel like I had this problem with another toy recently. He's he looks good, but he's got like a tuft of hair on the back of his head that gets in the way of a tuft of hair on his back. So when you're trying to move them around, you have to be careful. Oh God, I feel like that's gonna snap. Why are these elbow joints so tight? Okay, I think it's okay. Yikes. This one's better. These are older figures as well, so I'm assuming being in the box for so long didn't help them. But I've wanted this dude forever because he's a werewolf. He's awesome. He's got double jointed knees. He's got pretty much the same articulation as anybody else. Let me get this like that. There we go. Now he's got this ripped up shirt that I think you could take off if you wanted to, but that is a werewolf man. Look at that. That's awesome. Ugh. Focus. There he is. Look at all that detailing, the teeth, the eyes. That's awesome. This dude is cool. Now I assume these are his pickaxes because like he's gonna eat you because he's a wolf. So that makes more sense to me, but he's pretty cool. And it looks like he's got nunchucks. I think those are nunchucks hanging off the back. So he's cool. I like him. Yeah. Let's see. We'll get some little stands here. So there we go. Very cool. These are fun. I like these a lot. Everything has been pretty great. I think that's everything. We opened everything. A lot of packaging. Oh, I didn't show off. They come with this rocket launcher, which I'll be honest, looks like it should have come with Midas because it's more gold than the one that came with Midas. And this little silencer pistol. So I got a bunch of accessories. I got a bunch of plates, a bunch of new figures. Very, very cool. Very good stuff. Tigerhawk. Yes, I would absolutely love Tigerhawk. Brenda Mejia should be going live soon. Okay, we'll have fun with that. Tigerhawk, but he might be too niche of a character for such. The problem with Tigerhawk is that he's only in like 2 episodes. Like he debuted, I think, in like the third to last episode, and then again, spoilers, he gets killed either at the very end of the second to last episode or the very beginning of the last episode. I can't remember. So he's not in it for very long, which is a shame because he's awesome. But yeah, he'd probably have to be like a leader class. Commander might be a stretch, but probably at least leader class because the original I think was that big. It was pretty big. Well, thanks, Wes. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it could be Rodimus Prime. It could be that expensive. Well, I've been going for an hour and a half, and I thank you guys for hanging out. It was really fun talking with you guys. Hopefully, you enjoyed me showing off some of these toys I bought. and I'm always down to talk Transformers, so that was a lot of fun. But I am probably going to end here as it is almost 9 o'clock, so that's probably a good spot to stop. But yeah, thank you guys so much. If you like this kind of stuff, I have a bunch of toys that I like buy for myself, but I don't really review them because I feel like, I mean, one, if I tried to review every toy that I bought, I'd just never be caught up. So I kind of have, um, the stuff that's kind of centric to the channel, and so I do that kind of stuff. But um, I might do more of these, just kind of like random chat unboxings and get through a bunch of stuff all at once. So. Um, Funnily enough, Tigerhawk was killed because they didn't know if they wanted to make a toy. Well, there you go. I guess that makes sense. What's that combiner? What GPS? What? I don't know what that means. Unite Warriors Motor Master. I'm missing something. But anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Have an excellent rest of your night. Hopefully, this week moves by so we can get to the weekend, have some fun. And definitely check out Geek Each Week this Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. It's a live show that we do. You can kind of chat along with us. We talk about news and things we got that week, and we play games and stuff. So Gold Plastic Syndrome, yes. What? Oh, you really? Unite Warriors Motor Master had Gold Plastic Syndrome? Oh, Beast Wars Combiner. I don't know. Is it a repaint of something? Because the only combiners I know from Beast Wars are Tripredicus and what's the Maximal one's name? With the elephant and the eagle and the Unite Warriors Motor Master. Really? That's a bummer. That's a bummer. Anyway, Gold Plastic Syndrome is never a good time. We'll see how this guy holds up. But in any case, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Mega Boss, yes, thank you. That is exactly his name. But like I was saying, Geek Each Week, you can search it on YouTube. Just search Geek Each Week. You'll find the channel. Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific. Come hang out. We usually have a good time. And I haven't played Fortnite. I mean, I play it still, but I haven't streamed it. I'll have to get back into that soon. Maybe I'll do that some night. Not this week, but some weeknight. I'll try to do that sometime to throw that in along with this kind of stuff. So we'll see how it goes. But in any case, guys, thank you so much for joining. Hope you had fun. Great chatting with everyone, and I'll talk to you guys later on. So thanks so much for hanging out. Bye.